Good morning. You join me on a glorious day. Absolutely scorching today. It's just gone 9 o'clock, and already the tarmac is starting to get a bit sticky and wet on the road, so it's going to be a real scorcher. So today's ride is going to go down the Tyne Valley through Newcastle all the way down to Tynemouth, and then we're going to go to the seaside. So let's go. Bring your bucket and spade. Elevator going down. Oh yes. Well, our descent continues with Blade and Burn. Dropped about 100 metres already. Currently it's about 70 metres above sea level, heading towards the River Tyne, where the Blade and Burn joins the river itself. Used to be a railway going down here. All of the trucks full of coal and iron and everything else would have trundled down here. So thanks to all the guys who put this together. You've made a lovely track. Just freewheeling like Henry Wildberry and Ms. Cools. Look at the gravel. Oh, oh yeah. Gravel alert! Incoming! Oh yeah. listen to all those joyous, pitty wazzles. So looking forward to going to Paris, but before then I'm going to Dijon. Oh, can't you just smell those hot croissants? Freshly made baguettes. Oh! And the cafe. Oh la la! A little further. Okay, so I don't do bunny hops. River Tyne. What a view, if you ignore the shopping trolley down there. So we're just at 7 meters above sea level now. Objective today, get it to 0. Let's get on. Give me the motorboat with the megaphone any day. My desk for today. Not everybody says hello. To go over the Tyne. Bridge. That's a view heading west, view heading east. Still on the way to Newcastle. Anyway, so as well as having shiny mud guards today, I've also got this new dapper jersey. Very French, isn't it? I got it for the priestly sum of £2 at the Quayside market, along with some others. I mean, that is a bargain when you consider that your average cycling jersey these days is like £70 or £80, maybe even more. So I think I got a bargain, and I think it's also because it looks like such a pro top. I sort of feel it's making me go a bit faster today. You know, I might be like up to 18 kilometers an hour today with any luck. Anyway, coming into the outskirts of Newcastle now. We're going to drop down to the quayside, so I'll be able to show you where I got the jersey from. Come on then, let's go and have a look. Okay, so this road is called Scotswood Road, and it features very heavily in a song called Blaydon Races. I'm not going to sing it, but it's a well-known folk song, and it recalls the event of a horse race that took place in Blaydon in 1862, and there's a heritage trail that follows the route, and these days also a run called Blaydon Race, which is a 10k race. And along the along the heritage trail are these boards, and it's worse for wear, but it shows the various places. So the song itself refers to local taverns and personalities that existed in the time of the song, and this verse, this heritage trail sort of alludes to those and what happened to them. Well worth exploring, and if you like running, apparently it's one of the best 10k's in the land. I guess you have to book months in advance, very much like the Great North Run. Okay, let's get down to the quayside. Right. And so we turn a corner. The Tyne, glittering, bejewelled, like a fine necklace, snaking its way down to the mouth of the river. And look at those bridges. I mean, isn't that a sight to behold? I mean, San Francisco, no way, man. Avignon, no. Venice, I don't think so. Surely Florence, no. Not even London. Maybe not even Paris or Budapest or Sydney. No, there's nowhere where the bridges are laid out like pendants. Across the bejewelled arm of the mighty Tyne. I mean, honestly, it blows my mind every time I come here. That so many wonderful bridges could span one single river. It just beggars belief. Look at it. There's a plaque underneath one of them. I think the Royal Institute of Civil Engineers awarded themselves a an award for all these bridges. For all these bridges down here. And I don't blame them, because it is a mighty feat of civil engineering. And to make them all look so gorgeous and such a pretty riverside. They're all working. We've got metro trains, the East Coast main line, the old A1. Behind us is the new A1. We saw that from Scottwood Bridge when we were looking westwards. Look at that, Swing Bridge. And now coming into view, the Millennium Bridge, which links the quayside of Newcastle to Sage Gateshead, which is hosting the proms this year. Cobbles coming up. No, managed to avoid the cobbles. Yeah, so like I said, there's a Sage Gateshead, and oh, look at the way it's glittering in the sun today. I mean, I don't know if I've mentioned, I do like shiny things, and that is really shiny. Just over the Millennium Bridge is the Baltic Flour Mill, which is a modern art gallery. There's a fishing boat down there. Hard to imagine, you know, when you look at Get Carter or similar videos, movies, pictures from that period, just how transformed this place is. Yeah, so that was the quayside where I got the shirt from. And apparently they've got a warehouse in Durham full of similar shirts. I hope you've enjoyed the journey so far. We're going to move on to another old rail track now. And that'll take us all the way down to Wallsend, Segadunham. So just coming into view here is the Hub bike cafe. Very nice. See, they've potentially closed off the route here. Okay, well, we're on the old railway line I told you about. It's just been resurfaced. It was full of tree roots underneath the tarmac, so it was a bit dodge, but now it's looking smooth, as you can probably hear from the tyres. That's a lesson for other councils who've just left the roots to bubble up into the cycle path and haven't done anything about it. This is what you can do if you try, if you make an effort, if you invest in the future. Yeah, it's not all perfect, there's still bits left to do, but they're making an effort. And the other thing about Newcastle is they've introduced one of those zero emission zones, or ultra low emission zones, and as far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a hue and cry about it like there has been in Oxford, for example, where it's almost like a civil war. Ridiculous. People just can't see past the blinkers of car ownership. They can't imagine a better future where you can get around more quickly, more easily, get some fresh air, better for the kids, and better for the environment, get some exercise. Oh, there's so many positives, and oh my goodness, I'm feeling so happy to be taking you on this ride today. So catch up later. Oh, welcome to Segadunham, or Wallsend, which marked the sort of official ending, I suppose, of the Hadrian's Wall. From here, I guess the river was wide enough to keep the marauding Scots out. That's a watchtower where you can see the well, you can look at the remains of Segadunham Fort. Not much left now, just the outline of where all the buildings were. Well, we're well on our way to the coast now, and yeah, I can feel that sea breeze, so let's get along there and see what the North Sea has in store for us today. I should add that this route is very popular with continental cyclists, and that's because there's a ferry that comes across from Amsterdam to North Shields, which is where we're sort of heading at the minute, and I'm going to be using it to go to Paris later in the year. But Yeah. Yeah, also used by people coming in the opposite direction. It's quite pricey, mind you, compared to Harwich to Hook of Holland ferry, but I guess it cuts out the whole of England if you're heading for the north, and obviously it cuts out the Dutch coastline if you're coming from the other side. So nice to see. There's been lots of groups of Dutch, German speakers, and obviously it brings a lot of tourism, which is great. North Shields Harbour. Show you the DFDS ferry. You'll just see the funnels. I'll just point you in their direction. Yeah, so that's the ferry I'll be getting across to, I think it's Amstelveen or something. It's not actually Amsterdam, it's neither is this Newcastle when you think about it. It's but that's what most people refer to it as, and yeah, that's the route I'm planning to take to Paris. I'm going to meet my son in Amsterdam, and then we're going to have some cycling adventure using the Vrenden op fights, and just like youth hostels, like warm showers where people offer their houses, their rooms for you, and then I'll carry on into Belgium down to Paris to PBP and come back, and that's in August and September, I think. Just back in time for the Flying Gate weekend in Uttoxeter, and before that I've got a trip to Belgium, so lots to look forward to in the coming weeks, and I look forward to taking you along on those adventures. And yeah, so we're nearly at Whitley Bay. You've got to get to North Shields and Tynemouth and Whitley Bay, and I'll look forward to showing you the coast in a few moments. North Shields Harbour. So where my grandfather used to come to get fish, because he was a fishmonger. It's much more yuppie-fied now than it was then, of course. He would come on with a horse and cart. This is where we would come. See all the lobster pots. Isn't that just such a perfect view? So this is North Shields. We're going to go to Tynemouth now and then along to Whitley Bay. Tynemouth Castle. Geordie shore. So made it to Whitley Bay, famous for its white domed Spanish city. There we are. That's the Spanish city. St. Mary's Lighthouse. Spanish city to me when we were young. Well, it's a perfect day for it, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So we're nearly there at Rendezvous Cafe. And I do have a rendezvous. So I'm going to be catching up with somebody who I used to work with. Before I retired just a few months ago. Here we are, Rendezvous Cafe. St. Mary's Lighthouse. The tide is up. There's a nice cool breeze, very welcome. Tynemouth Castle. How many castles do you know that have their own ice cream bars? Now notice this, water's gently lapping.
But it's not like you've never worked there. It's not like I've never skills before.
I've got a feeling a lot of people aren't working today. Just talking about the strike in junior doctors either. uncanny view. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the trip to the seaside. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to show you the bridges all over again. Sage coming into view. Oh my God, look at that view. Keep them on their toes, these pedestrians, you know. Thank you, cheers, thank you. Not virtual reality. It's not generated by AI. It's really happening. There you are, Centenary Award for outstanding civil engineering achievement, the Tyne Bridges, landmarks which have become the symbols of Tyneside. They certainly have. They certainly have. Well, I hope you enjoyed that view of the quayside. I don't know what to say. That was just like a dream, wasn't it? Beautiful. So, I'm going to go back up the valley now, back home, and might have a cheeky ice cream on the way back. Depends.
So many people get college.
We will see. Hiya. Tell them about the infrastructure. What infrastructure? This infrastructure! I hope you're taking notes, Oxford.